Hello everybody and welcome to Stuff with Rainbow Iris, where today we will be doing the epic of epics, onion farms. By the way, feel free to subscribe to my channel, which currently has 1 subscriber, so would help a lot. Or like, then again I don't really care about like, so man. Anyways, let's get to it. As you can see, this onion farm is decent. It produces a bit and it makes a lot of onions. You don't have to have a tier 2 crate packer. You can also use tier 1 crate packer, which it sells for a little bit less, but it would be worth it if you don't have the red bronze yet and all of that. Especially money wise. The thing you have to imagine is everything you buy, the higher the price of this farm goes, the more you have to farm to make your money back. So keep that in mind whenever you're building an auto farm. Where the time that you have it set up, make your money back. Keep that in mind. So you might notice that there are watering sprinklers and water kettles. Why, you might ask? Like, wouldn't that affect how the totems work? No. Because if you think about it, there are each totem can have 4 crops and harvest it efficiently. There are 4 if you have 8 crops that grow with a... So let's look at this. Onions usually grow at 240 seconds. That's how long it takes to grow. But if you water it, it's 160 seconds. Which that means it's only 2/3 the length of growing. Therefore, you can make a lot more. But back to the fact of how can you harvest all that when you have totems that can only harvest 4 per minute? Like that. Well, 1, each totem has 3 or 2. Whereas this one will actually, they will say are the same crops, if you know what I mean. So looking at that data, if you think about that, 2/3 of... Wait, what was it saying? Wait, 2/3 of 4... Wait, nope. Yeah, I'm not too good at this. 2/3 of 8, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Is 12. That's not what I meant to say. Yeah, either way, 2/3 times 8, which is divided by 8, you know what I mean. It's 12, okay? It equals 12 regular ones. 8 of those that are watered equals 12 non-watered seeds. Which is pretty good. It can boost the profits a lot. So now, if you take 12 and divide it by 4, you get 3, which is how many totems you need. Which, if you think about that, there are 3 totems per thing. And that's how it is perfectly set up. Because that one does screw and it's already gone. So how do you set this up? Well, you don't have to have it, small. You can actually extend it a lot more, but the longer you extend it, the more angry your item limit is going to be. If you think about it, the longer it is, at least with the tier 1 conveyors, the more time it takes to get to here. That's why I go tall instead of, wide. So now, what I did for the sprinklers is I just kind of had 8 around 1. So you have 8 blocks, like a Minecraft chest, around your central sprinkler. And then you have 3 onion totems right by that, connected to a conveyor. Water castle can go there, here, there, doesn't matter. More of the story, it has to be near the sprinkler. And sometimes the sprinklers will act like there's no water when it's right there, but it's fine, it will just fix itself naturally. Oh yeah, and by the way, that's a pump jack over there that's glistening. Very funny, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and then down here, you might notice these totems are upgraded, hence the vines. They are upgraded to level 25. Why? So I could use 1 for 2, and you can definitely live with non-upgraded ones. In fact, I'm going to fix that right now, because you do not need to upgrade them because they already produce enough for 2 machines as it is. Oh, my friend is throwing. Hello, Zach. Hello. So then you have a coal totem going into 2 washers times 2. This is better if it's an actual splitter, and onions are falling down right there. Yes, I know. And then all these combine into here, going into here. And then this goes into a chest, and it's ready to harvest. And I've had this farm for maybe a day, and yeah, it's pretty good, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is the onion farm. This is just kind of decoration. By the way, I do recommend using tier 2 conveyors over there, because if you don't, they will go really slow. Well, not really slow. They will end up glistening underneath the conveyor. Because sometimes with tier 1s, they go into that crack right there, and go under the conveyor, and then they're gone. But with these, they're fast enough to where it picks it up. Yeah. The next video will be about steel farm, by the way. In preparation right now. Just gotta add a few more layers. Alright, and by the way, let's make this. I'm gonna show you how to make it. Yeah, that seems smart, right? Like, if you can't do a video on it, you may as well show you how to make it. Yeah. So, what we need is a block, any would do. And I like to use neon blocks for the edges. It can really be anything at all in the world. Then you need conveyors. Then you need onion totems, or whatever other crop you're using. So by the way, this works for any crop. All crops have, it's always a 66% growth rate if it's watered, so it's pretty good. Just gotta find onions. Yeah. And then grass. Actually, I don't need this yet, huh? Yeah. Oh wait, ladders. Almost forgot. Almost. Well, I was pretty much leaving at that point. And I might want some glass for my walls. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. By the way, I do 3 because the totems are 3 tall. Therefore, there will be enough space to add the next floor on top. I did not put the glass in my hotbar. Okay. And I just like to use glass on the walls of these to, you know, see all the onions falling from the sky. It's pretty cool. if you know what I mean. And there's that. And I can just do that. Do that. That's very scripted, huh? And I use yellow, neon yellow under the conveyor belts because it has a cool look underneath. Gives a nice roof looks. If you know what I mean. You probably don't. Okay, and then you do that, and that. Pretty much just place blocks. Pretty much what this whole game is about. Well, it's not really, because you know you also fight a lot of stuff too. Then you go up. And then it's fun time. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna build this 3 out because that's how wide the sprinkler range is. Then you do some neon on the edges, or any other block. It doesn't have to be neon. My mistake. Dang. Whoop, whoop. And just keep on building out. Until you hit 3 times your desired width. Like how many blocks you want. I consider this a block. 3 times each sprinkler. And then you build one more. And build your kernel all the way until you hit 9. And you build one more. And there's your edge. And you can do different styles too, so like you can have this duplicated right here, if you know what I mean, and have like a staircase going that way. You can do a lot with this. Okay, so there's that. And then you do this, which is pretty much doing the same thing you did on that side, but over here. Which if you wanted, you can do like 3 extra over here, less 3, you know, make it a fun design, if you know what I mean. You know, kind of things that most auto farms lack is good looks. Not saying that this looks that good, but it looks decent compared to some of the things I've seen. Not trying to be rude or anything. As long as it functions, if you know what I mean. This is very tricky. Ah, dang it. There we go. Was that one? There is that. And then spam click. Spam click again. And another spam click. And another. Just gonna clean it up. Ah. Epic fail. Okay, and now what you're going to do is well, you can just spam click this, but now for this, you could just fill it all in, but because it's kind of like, if you want it to look nicer, like if you put a sprinkler on this white part's gonna go away, and it looks funky. But you know, it could just be me. Maybe some other people have that kind of annoyance when you see that. Who knows? Yeah. Then you can do the same here. I used to kind of just... Okay, I was an epic fail. Again. I used to kind of say do this, and then fill in this, and then fill in this. But then I realized it's just a lot easier to cut out the holes. A heck of a lot easier. If you know what I mean. Okay, there's that. We're almost done. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Seriously. Okay, and then you can fill in these center holes with, you know, a block of your choice. By the way, you don't have to do the holes. It's just like a, you know, simple thing to make things look nicer. It also gives you a different color, like it's not just like some block or brick, whatever you want to call it. Something. Then you can get rid of all this. You might want to keep the conveyors though, because you're gonna need them either way. You need your plow. You need your onions, seeds, and totems. You need your water castles, and you need your sprinklers. Like that. And you can place your water castles on the edges. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough of these, so I'm gonna have to run down and make some more. Yeah. Missing one sword. Oh, and 3 sword on the sprinklers, huh? Okay. That was interesting. Utility. Sprinklers. 1, 2, 3. Or 2, I guess. Water castles, just 1. Nice. And now we are going to zoom back up this ladder. Yeah. And place that. And the reason why this is very useful, well, yeah, I guess so. It can reduce lag, or you know, other stuff, because the less totems you have and the less seeds you have, the less things that constantly update, the less your game has to work. Because if you think about it, each thing that you tell the computer to do, like let's say, hey, what is this crop growth at? Like, is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Then the computer has to process that, or at least the server. It kind of sends, I think Roblox sends the graphical data back to the client. I could be wrong. It could be some more than that. Probably a wide variety of things. But yeah, suddenly processors and all that can only work so fast. So the less stuff you have them do, oh, I guess it doesn't do that. But the less stuff you have them do, the happier they will be. So that's another reason why I do this. Because it tells it to do less crap. Because you can, and you can get more done of seeds. And anything. If this was a watermelon farm, it would be pretty useful too. Because, you know, watermelon seeds wanna make you laugh your head off until it's in the sky because it's so expensive. Yeah. Like, almost $1 million now. That's pretty crazy. There are some that go for like $350K and all that, but like, they're rare now. Which I didn't really know that until I looked at the price stuff a few days ago. Well, actually, yesterday. So, there's that. But yeah, the prices are skyrocketing. I don't know why. Okay, and then the final touch is the totems. And then this will be good to go. like this. You've gotta be kidding me right now. Let's go back. Oh, that's the underwater, huh? That's pink. Now we can go get some more totems. Do the top. Guys, if I can find onions, thank you. Seriously? Like, seriously? Can you do that to me right now? Okay, now back home. So now we're gonna run over here, climb this ladder yet again, and we're back. Now it's going to place, and place some more in here. That does not need to be there. Or that. And there is your onion farm. I hope this video was helpful. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.